Welcome to Electric Lawn Talk. Each week, the electric lawn care professionals get together to talk about the electric lawn and landscape business and have some fun along the way. Whether you are in the business, thinking of getting started, or just want to hear the tips, tricks, struggles, and victories of the move to electric, you are in the right place. Let's get started.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Sean with Luminary Lawns back here for another episode, and I've got Gerhart from Sustainable Lawn Care Services with me tonight. How you doing, Gerhart?
Fantastic. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, man. Doing well. I was watching. I was playing around on the YouTubes earlier today, and I saw a video that our good friend Michael Reed from Quiet Lawn put up. Current issues we're facing in the summer of 2023. And it got me thinking. We need to have some more real talk on this podcast. It's been a lot of the last few episodes, a lot of positivity, and we all need that in our life. But we got to talk about the issues we're facing too, and let everybody know that we are human, and we're all facing them, and talk about how we're getting through them, what we're doing different, and how we're kind of making adjustments in our business as we go to react to things that we're seeing out in the market. So what's your number one issue been this year so far, year to date?
I'd probably say cash flow.
That's a good one. That was one of the ones that he was talking about too.
Yeah, we put a lot of money into marketing into the springtime, and it is what it is. But if you couldn't tell, we have rebranded to the folks listening. We are now Sustainable Lawn Care Services. So all of that Sustainable Land Solutions marketing in door hangers and lawn signs, tons of lawn signs, now has the wrong information. So
Gotcha.
don't.
But I think that's let's talk about your pivot there a little bit. Changing the rebranding, changing the name. You and I've talked kind of off the mic about that already. So, but I think you'd said a lot of that is based around these cash flow issues, right? So, what's your reasoning for changing it, and how do you think that's going to make an adjustment on the business for you?
Well, your name should really say what you do. So we are a lawn care company. So, you Google lawn care services near me, and what's going to come up? Something that says Sustainable Land Solutions, and you're like, what's that? Or Sustainable Lawn Care Services, and you know who you're hiring. So we pivoted to the lawn care. Definitely for the Google, and definitely just to let people know. I mean, within the past month, I've had someone ask if we were a solar company as Sustainable Land Solutions. We've also taken calls to clear commercial land. So that's not what we do. We got to let the people know what we do. So it was a early stage rebrand. Better to do it now than later. So
Well, I think it also something that you had mentioned in the past too is kind of shifting your focus a little bit on what services you're putting your marketing behind.
Yes. Yep. And that's the more recurring work, i.e. lawn mowing and lawn treatments, which another pivot we've made recently is to change our whole organic fertilizer program, and we've taken that away completely, and we've pivoted to compost tea applications, and it's a lot more recurring as far as the dates go. We're doing this bi-weekly.
Okay.
And it's gotten a lot of attention, and we are definitely bumping up our numbers big time just within the past couple of weeks of putting this service pivot out for the compostee. So,
That's
which I
awesome, man.
fully believe in.
It's a pretty kind of a niche little piece of the fertilization market you kind of latched on there, and then by going bi-weekly instead of bi-monthly, that definitely will help out your cash flow as well. So that's awesome, man. Hey, we
Yeah.
we just had another one of our co-hosts jump on here. We got Jarmar. What's happening, buddy?
What's up, fellas?
How you been?
Man, I'm at least better than I deserve.
Good to hear from you, man.
Good to see y'all, man.
We're playing off of Michael Reed's video earlier today about issues we're facing this year, and so we're just kind of going around the horn and talking about what our biggest issues been so far and what we're doing to fix it.
Oh man, mine yeah, it's been a roller coaster for me, for sure. I've shared this in the group. I don't think I've shared it publicly anyway. I had an employee pass away a week ago now. So that's been interesting. The same day that happened, I had one of our recent hires no show. So we basically lost half our capacity in a single day, along with the emotional toll and just kind of not knowing what to do as an employer, like first time experiencing anything like that. And then also very much like Michael Reed, like the cash flow issues. With our subscription model, it's super awesome because we don't worry about like A&R or any of that type of stuff. We get paid up front, but the challenge is in the summer, we're doing most of our outputs for the same amount of inputs that we're getting in, right? And so we're doing more modes. Basically, everybody goes weekly. And so, but that subscription price doesn't change, right? And so we get a little bit tighter, and we also bump our pay up to deal with the heat. So we increase our P for P to kind of slow our guys down, still make sure they're making some decent money, and trying to compensate them for being out here at this 100-degree heat or 100% humidity. And so very much like Michael was talking about, cash flow just tightens up. We're not in trouble. We're not going out of business or anything like that. But things tighten up a whole lot more for us in the summer.
Can't be out there splashy cashy, making any splurges on new equipment, stuff like that this time of year.
Yeah. Now it's like, let's tighten up. Let's tighten up. Let's be efficient. Let's, all the buying and stuff, we need to be done with it by the time May comes around anyway. That's kind of the goal. But also by the time May and June come around for us, we've already tore up a bunch of equipment too. So
yeah, feel you there, man. That's that's been one of my biggest issues this year is equipment. I thought we were going to be in a pretty good place coming into this year. We had we gutted our mean green and replaced all the parts on that. Our plan was to have our own self-developed 30-inch mowers, and I just bought a whole bunch of new handheld blowers on sale at the end of last year, so I thought we were set on that. And within the first month or two of this year, one of the mean green controllers went down again. Those 30 inches we're working on, that's definitely been a bigger undertaking than we anticipated. A lot of respect for the companies on the production side of that equipment, man. We're still trying to get them out, but it's been taking a little while. And then I think 2 of the 3 blowers that I bought at the end of last year already died on us. So, it's but we're working through it. If the equipment's the biggest problem we got, we're doing okay. We can replace that and keep on moving. But
yeah, that's it. Until the rest of the industry kind of catches up with us, we're gonna go through this stuff. I mean, for the most part, I think everybody in that group is using primarily homeowner or prosumer type equipment, and really because even on the commercial side, those who we really love and respect, the Steels and the Greenworks and stuff like that, the stuff's just not as available, right?
Yeah.
And so if I got to spend $150, $250 to get a blower I can go pick up once a day, that's kind of where we are right now. We've had some issues. We signed up with OSO, and we're on that lease program, and that's been a godsend for us because we've broken them, right? And I'm sitting there just imagining like, if I owned these mowers and have to send them to a repair shop or have to repair them myself, waiting on parts and stuff like that. And we've kind of lucked out because they're able to get us new mowers same day, right?
And they're right in your
or next
backyard
day,
too, so that's nice and convenient.
yeah, and they finally got connected with a dealer that's not terribly far from us, and they've been keeping those guys stocked. So
Nice.
yeah, and so even with commercial stuff, we're not without issues, because we've been through a few of them. Some of our own mistakes, some of it's just like wear and tear. But I think that's where we are in this industry. Just like, and those of us who are here, on this call and in our Discord, we've been guinea pigs for years now. So we kind of, we kind of know how to kind of roll with the punches.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's been a challenge, but it's been fun.
I think battery's still been an issue for me, and it's this past week it's been our hottest week of the year so far, and we've definitely seen the toll that it's taken on the batteries. So, but it's definitely I'm seeing a big difference in the level of professionalism with some of the companies I'm working with these days. One you mentioned already, Steel. I had one of their batteries. We just bought some of their handhelds and been loving the trimmers, man. That they've been great. But one of the batteries just had a red light pop up on it and wasn't charging for me. I hit them up and they were like, "Hey, no problem, no questions asked. Just take it to the dealer, show them what's going on. They'll swap it out for you." So that's a big step up from what we've experienced in the past with a couple other brands. So happy to see that. People standing behind their warranties and making, otherwise great equipment so far. So I'm excited to get some more stuff from them for sure. And I'm still waiting to see these Toro 30 inches, whether they're the ones we make in house or the ones they're supposed to be making. Man, I want to get my hands on those and test those out as well. So, what else, Gerhart? You got anything else going on, man? What's on your mind? What you working through?
Just thinking a lot about compost.
Yeah,
to be completely honest.
See, Gerhart didn't got hooked, man. See, I fell into the soil game a few years back, man, and it's a great deal. And for me, like, I know this is probably not the title of the episode, but like, you want to talk about being able to run simple systems and put inputs and have little problems and things like that. Like, I think we're gonna push the industry in many ways. One of those ways is obviously using the electric stuff, but we've been heavily focused on the soil, as well as natives too. But it's all about the soil. The reason why I love natives is because it's about the soil, right? And we do our compost top dressings, and that's new to a lot of people. But man, there's so many beautiful benefits, and it's not cheap. No, don't get me wrong, it's not cheap to do. But I mean, my lawns right now, they look super fantastic. I mean, honestly, they look fantastic. Those who got those compost top dressings, because if you take care of the soil, everything else you put on it just does so much better, right? And you get these thick, you get these thick beds of grass, and I don't have to worry about weed control, right? I just don't like even. And this is kind of, and everybody has different soils and stuff like that. We have St. Augustine primarily down here, some zoysia, some Bermuda, and so our grass is a little bit different than up north or whatnot. But we literally just have fewer problems. And even in my own lawn, I've seen just how doing compost top dressing and organic fertilizers literally has gotten rid of nut sedge. in my own lawn with no chemical application.
I've seen that
That's awesome.
before I started this entire thing. I've seen that. I've done that in my own garden. You just got to build up that organic matter. And, between our conversations when we first equipped last year, when you guys were trying to talk me into it, I was like, wait, no, I have seen weeds disappear with applying organic matter. I literally have done it with Nuts Edge. So, yeah, all about it.
You got Gerhart all excited, man. Woo!
He's fired up. He's going down that hole, man. That rabbit hole is serious, but that's what we need to be doing, right? As professionals, like continuously, like learning, pushing the envelope, finding better ways to do it. I mean, I say it all the time now. It's like I tell people, it's like they just had a little feature in a magazine, a little local magazine of us, and one of the lines that she put in there from our interview was that I think doing what we're doing is the easiest way to lower your carbon footprint without lifting a single finger, right? It's the simplest thing you can do. Is hire somebody like us to take care of your lawn, take care of your environment, your landscape, and
love it.
It doesn't get any easier.
And it's important, man. I mean, if you look at the issue that I'm having right now is the weather, the impact that not doing what we're doing now for so many years has created. I mean, these weather patterns have been wild this year. I mean, we went almost 2 full months without a drop of rain up here to start the year, and our lawns were just burning up. I mean, they were crispy. And then now we've gone almost 2 weeks straight where there's barely been a single day that didn't have at least some rain in it. We've just been battling it nonstop all season so far this year. So, and it's all related. It all goes full circle.
100%. I fully believe that both those statements. I especially with the compost tea applications now, I'm building that soil organic matter so that our soil can take in more carbon. I'm like, yeah, we're actually increasing your carbon storage in your lawn by taking the CO2 out of the air and putting it into your soil. And at the same time, we're not producing any carbon emissions.
While you're doing
so, yeah, like, we are helping you help the planet. Like we're all in this together. It's just so important to get things hopefully on track, but it takes a lot of effort from people like us.
And finding good customers who believe in what we're doing and think it's important enough to invest in. So we're all in it together.
We are.
Awesome. Well, hey guys, thanks. Just wanted to pop on here and do a short little episode, let people know we're still here hanging out, and I'm glad to hear you guys are doing well. We all got everybody's got issues every day, but it's just how we respond to them, bounce back, and keep pushing through. So I want to thank you both for jumping on, and everybody out there, keep the comments and questions coming for us. We look forward to hearing from you, and we'll be back on again soon. Cheers.
Thanks for listening to Electric Lawn Talk. Don't miss the next episode. Be sure to subscribe, and while you're at it, help spread the word by leaving a rating and review.